But yeah, I just think it's a fantastic way to link with people that would have been impossible to link with in person, or would have cost an arm and a leg just to meet up, to potentially not even make a good song. Ladies and germs, it's your boy, Lucian, and today we're gonna talk about Zoom sessions. I am a big advocate for Zoom sessions, and I truly think it's the future of music making. I'm gonna explain why today. So disclaimer out of the way, this is 100% biased and my opinion. You ask a handful of artists, whether we're talking about vocalists, producers, studio musicians, and you'll probably get a handful of them saying that they hate Zoom sessions, they need to be in person, they need to have that energy, and I'm not knocking that in any way possible. That's what we've been doing for decades. For so long, it feels like that's the only right way. But for someone like me, who's a very homebody, bit of an introvert, and someone who just wants to be home working on their craft. When lockdown happened, my publicist came to me and said, hey, industry is doing Zoom sessions. That's the only way music is being created with other artists. Are you down for one? And for the longest time, I was super anti working with any artists. I had crazy social anxiety with it. I had imposter syndrome making music in front of other people. I just wanted to be by myself, making great music, because I knew I was capable of doing that in my own solitude. So I was very against it. But the whole Zoom idea made me feel better. Plus, we had another writer in the session as well. So I knew it wasn't 100% on me. So I was like, okay. The first session was actually with singer Upsaw, as well as Max Frost. I've told this story before, but this is how we made my newest song that just came out, After the Tone. And this was my first session ever, and it was through Zoom. Fast forward, in 2021 alone, I did over 30 Zoom sessions, completely remote. Never had to leave my studio, never had to leave my house. I gained work relationships and friendships with these people that I created music with. And one of the coolest things about it is that I was doing sessions with people from all around the world, from different states to different countries. I've worked with producers in New Zealand, I've worked with people in Norway, and even as close to people in LA doing Zoom sessions, or Arizona, or Washington, or whatever. And the thing that really hooked me onto it was that anytime I started freaking out or having some type of social anxiety, or that I didn't like what was being created in front of the person, I would just tell them, hey, I'm gonna go on mute real quick. I'm gonna do a couple things. Why don't you go mute? Maybe write some lyrics or write some melodies. They're like, cool. Then you unmute, come back within 5-10 minutes. You show each other what you guys did. And in my experience, 9 times out of 10, it was always something really great. Just that part alone, it would start cooking up more ideas to make the song continue. And it made the writing process so much easier, and it flew. Like, the flow of it was just fantastic. Now, like I've stated, I live in Orange County, and it's about an hour away from LA. So you could be wondering, Lucian, why don't you just drive to LA 1 hour, no biggie. And you're right, it is no biggie. I've done that a bunch of times. Let me put something in perspective. During lockdown, when you couldn't do these things, or you couldn't do meetings in persons or session or whatever, people from their homes would jump on Zoom and they would do a 30-minute business meeting. Then they would hang up and go about their day and go be more productive, or have more time for their families, or just relax and do whatever you want. So I started thinking, I was like, imagine having to wake up, get ready, if you got pets or kids or something, you need to figure out a way that they're gonna be good while you're gone, or a babysitter or whatever. Then you gotta drive an hour plus to LA. You gotta find parking, which is a bitch in LA. Gotta pay for parking. So already alone, you got like 2, maybe more hours just gone already, right? Then you get to the place, you do your meeting. Let's say it's for a 30-minute meeting. You meet people, you shake hands, you do your thing. Okay, cool. Then when you're done, you're most likely hungry after. So you go drive 30 minutes into LA, go find somewhere to eat, park, you wait for food, you pay more money to go eat at probably like a decent, cool place or something. Now so much time of the day has passed, traffic hours may differ, so now on your way home, you're kind of in more traffic, so it's gonna take you longer to get home. So for a 30-minute meeting that you could have just pressed on with Zoom and then off, it has now turned into a 5 to 6 hour day, and you've spent gas mileage, you've spent gas money, you've spent money for food, parking, it's crazy. Now, like I said, I know everyone's experience is different, but if you're like a lot of people and aren't like filthy rich or something, when it's time to go to a session and work and be creative, maybe some of those things can be in your head, and that can hinder your creative process. So utilizing that analogy towards a music session, to me, it was only logical to be in my home studio that I make all of my stuff in. I'm by myself, I got no one breathing down my neck, watching what I'm doing, making sure that every little note I press sounds good to them. And within 4 hours, you have a great foundation, demo, or a complete track. Now the reason why I'm bringing all this up, in some parts of the world, COVID is getting better in some people's eyes, whether it be vaccines or mask mandates going away. I'm a little worried that Zoom sessions are going to disappear because now people can just meet up in person. And like I said, we do need in-person sessions still. I totally get that. There are times you need that in-person energy. I totally get that. Especially people who like to just like chill and have a good time and drink or smoke or party or whatever. That can add to the whole creative process as well. Me personally, I'm kind of just there to work. You're not gonna really find me like smoking or drinking in a session. Again, not knocking that at all. Like that's fucking cool and fun, whatever. But yeah, I just think it's a fantastic way to link with people that would have been impossible to link with in person or would have cost an arm and a leg just to meet up, to potentially not even make a good song. Every experience is important and everything happens for a reason, but chances could be high that you do a session with a complete stranger and it wasn't that great, or the song you made could have been better, or you guys just didn't really vibe, so you're just not gonna work with that person ever again. So imagine doing that with a 6-hour day and spending money or this, and that, and it's just like, kind of for nothing. Few hours on Zoom, you don't leave your house, it's kind of like, all right, that's it, don't really think about it. I don't know if I'm crazy. To me, that sounds unbelievably logical. And again, I know I'm speaking biasly in my own opinion, but every session I've had, I've always felt that vibe or energy from somebody. Like I get that same feeling even through Zoom, and I'm totally fine with it. So anyone watching this who want to be in more writing sessions, work with more artists, but you live in a completely different state or country, and you're far from the big cities like LA or New York or Atlanta doing all these big writing sessions, Zoom is just as effective, if not more effective at times. So the next time you're on TikTok and you find a really dope artist that you might want to work with and you can get in contact with that person, ask them if they want to do a Zoom session. Chances are they'll be down too, since it really doesn't take a whole lot of energy and it's extremely accessible, and who knows where that can be taken to. Just something to think about. I just thought I would share this knowledge with you guys just because I feel like a lot of people aren't really taking advantage of this new way of music creation, or artist to artist relationships, I should say. I don't know, someone who is about to be a father, my family morals are very tight-knit, and I don't see the problem in avoiding obstacles to do what you love and to hopefully get paid for it. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. If any of this sparked your interest, give it a shot. And honestly, if any of you have done this, let me know your thoughts. I'm really curious. I would love to hear some feedback or create a good debate going, just because I would love to hear the other side of opinion as well. If you enjoyed this video, like that smash button, subscribe for more content like this, and please let me know in the comments what else you want me to talk about. Also, just wanna be on the lookout. Me and my wife's podcast, Six Illusion, will be coming out very soon. We got Freddie Drudd, we got Savage Gas, we got 24K Golden. The list is growing and growing. It's coming soon. Be on the lookout. All right, y'all. This has been your boy, Illusion. I'll see you next time. Peace. Yeah.